This announcement of the state of the vote.
It's supposed to be a formality. The U.S. Vice President, along with members of Congress, receiving the certified votes from the states.
Donald Trump of New York has received, for President of the United States, 304 votes.
And declaring the election over. Vice President Al Gore did it.
George W. Bush of the state of Texas has received, for President of the United States, 271 votes.
And he had just lost the election to George Bush by just over 500 votes.
The vice president votes.
But as Vice President Mike Pence prepares to take the gavel, he is under pressure to throw out Joe Biden's win.
And I hope Mike Pence comes through for us, I have to tell you. I hope that our great vice president comes through for us. He's a great guy. Of course, if he doesn't come through, I won't like him quite as much.
According to the Constitution, the Vice President doesn't have the power to do what the President wants, but more than 100 House Republicans and at least 13 senators have promised to try.
I have an announcement, Georgia. On January 6th, I will object to the Electoral College vote. That's right. Thank you. We're going to get this done.
They're calling for an emergency audit of the vote and are threatening to challenge the results for key states if they don't get it.
We've got tens of millions of Americans that think this election was stolen. We need to get to the bottom of it. Again, what's explained, we need to explain it, get that off the table.
To be clear, there is no evidence of widespread voter fraud, even though the Trump campaign has filed almost 60 lawsuits claiming that there is, all of which have been thrown out by the courts. But if these Republicans do object to certify the results from certain states, then each chamber will debate each challenge for up to 2 hours before voting on whether to certify the results. It's unlikely they have the votes to actually change the outcome. Challenges have been made in the past, but never with these kinds of numbers.
I would like to see it named for what it is, which is the Republicans are making a plea to get rid of democracy and offer something else, which looks like entrenched politicians get to decide who the next leader is. It's absolutely breathtaking as a matter of constitutional basics.
Never before has the loser of a presidential election refused to concede or called the election stolen. But for President Trump, this is one more precedent-breaking move on his way out, a last-ditch and likely futile attempt to stay in power. Patty Culhane, Al Jazeera.